Welcome to our ITV Gold studio in New Jersey. I'm your host, Nidhi. Get ready to dive into a recap of the week's most important community news on this special Sunday edition of Diaspora Connect. Get informed and inspired as we bring you the highlights from the past week. In the news this morning, this week with Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parekh, Mayor Mamdani opens a new chapter from Gracie Mansion. Dr. Jatin Shah honored as South Asian Times Person of the Year 2025 at the Long Island Gala. New Jersey witnessed its first ever Bhajan clubbing night, a soulful fusion of devotion, music and dance. Devotion and Seva marked Lodi celebrations at Guruji Ka Mandir, Kilmer, Edison, New Jersey. Stay with us on Diaspora Connect for news in detail right after this short break. Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parekh, chairman of Parekh Worldwide Media and ITV Gold, shared his insights on current global events. Take a look.
And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parekh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in This Week.
Namaskar and welcome to This Week with Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parekh right here on ITV Gold. Namaskar, Doctor.
Namaskar and namaskar to all ITV viewers.
So, Doctor, today let's start with Trump tariffs. I want to know your reaction to proposed up to 500% tariffs for India, China, and Brazil buying Russian oil.
I think the number sounds kind of silly on the surface, and I don't think probably 500% is doable or even implementable, because by doing that, either you are destroying other countries' economy, and also you are also will have a lot of challenges to do the trade with any other countries. So I don't think 500% is realistic thing he's talking about.
All right. And I'm sure you must have heard the speech, Sergio Gores, who's the new ambassador. He said in his inaugural speech that, India is the most important relationship for USA. So I want to know from you, how does that, balance with the recent, U.S. actions, which are mostly against India?
Well, I mean, there are two different things. I mean, the Ambassador Sergio is correct that India is very critical and important country for USA, because India has 1.4 billion population. India is sitting in the Asia, South Asia, situated in South Asia, where China is there and Russia is also there in South Asia, right, in Asian part of the world. So, for USA, those are the main enemies. I mean, not enemies, but competitor. One is China, other one is Russia. And India is very important for USA because India has a very large middle class population. Almost out of 1.4 billion, almost 400 million. So, and plus India is kind of very educated, very young country, and India can also very helpful to them for any diplomatic maneuvering in the world. So I think India definitely, what Ambassador Sergio is saying, that India is very important country, but this tariff situation is differently in a different separate track, looks like, and why we don't know, and still nobody knows, because our Prime Minister is not answering anything, or he is not saying anything. So we don't know. We have to keep guessing all these things. So I think there is no need to guess. But I think probably our Prime Minister is working in interest of the India, and therefore they are still not concluding the whole thing.
Talking about tariffs again, now we are going to have 25% additional tariffs for any country who is, doing business with Iran. So Does that mean that India will face like 75% of tariff?
Yeah, I mean, if you calculate simple maths, then yes. But I don't think that is going to be. Let's see what happens, because the tariff about Iran is also question mark, because we don't know. Because I think USA threatens Iran, but USA, their military advisors are saying to USA that against the military action. So other actions are tariff, or other actions is sanction. So that's what's going to happen.
So, Iran, as it is continuing to boil with unrest and thousands of deaths there. So my question to you is US going to drive a regime change in Iran next after Venezuela?
Well, I mean, Iran is, it's a Middle Eastern politics that Iran is a kind of eyesore for Israel. And the existence of the Israel is very important for USA. And therefore, Iran has to be kind of marginalized. And Iran should be ruled by someone who is kind of friendly with the USA and Israel. And that's the main goal. And for that goal, I think Israel is pushing USA to attack the Iran. But they learned in last war, 12 days war between Israel and Iran, Israel was almost demolished by Iran. And this time, if it happens again, I think Iran has a capacity to not only destroy the Israel, but they may even. There are so many military bases in the Middle East. Every country has a USA base, and every base has probably a few hundred soldiers. And it's very easy for Iran to hit those bases. They did it during the Israel-Iran war 2 months ago, when they hit Bahrain base. But of course, they told them that we are hitting you, so they vacated the whole thing. But they can hit everybody. So I don't think USA will attack the Iran militarily. It doesn't look like that.
Okay. So, but do you think President Trump is working on like European support for taking over Greenland?
Well, I think Greenland may be important for USA security. Because if you look at the map, the Greenland, where Greenland meets Russian area, is very, very close. And Greenland, if USA controls the Greenland, then I think the security of the USA is well protected. Plus, right now, there are a lot of Navy trades are going on in that area. And, because by going through the Greenland versus Suez Canal, it saves almost 15 days of traveling.
Right.
So it saves a lot of money for the people who are navigating those vessels,
So, next, what I want you to do is I want you to summarize like President Trump's first year, like what was total surprise for you and what was like as expected.
No, I just heard on the radio just half an hour ago that President wanted to do this tariff in the first time.
In the first year?
First terms.
Okay.
But then there are some advisors there which they prevailed, and he was new in a way, so he decided not to do.
Okay.
So, but then he pursued again when he came back. So this is kind of his way of working, which is probably not by rules and regulations of international standard. It may be sound like very abruptive, or maybe, but I mean, USA can do anything they want to do. If they want to take Greenland, they don't need more than 10,000 soldiers there and take over the Greenland. Denmark doesn't have any military to fight, and no European country will fight against the USA either. So, what are we talking about? On the contrary, they should sell the Greenland to America, take some money, and be happy.
But what were you like? Were you surprised by President Trump's this like first year is all done? Surprised by anything which wasn't expected, or like it's over?
No, I think it sounds little aggressive, right? It sounds very aggressive, very kind of, his approach is kind of, you can say that it rough, edges, all those things. But I think tariff is kind of, it was, even Biden also did a tariff, you don't know, because he did not advertise that much. In Biden time also, they put a lot of tariff against India and everywhere, but in a small number, right? Because they wanted to open up India's market for American goods. See, in India, if you send an American-made car, tariff is 150%. So these people are saying that why we pay 150%, and when you send your car here, we don't have no tariff, or 5%. So that's unfair trade, in American point of view. So I think for American point of view, I think this tariff is good for America because it will create $1 trillion revenue every year, and that can wipe off all the debt, and America can be using that money in better for American people, better way. I'm talking about American point of view.
Right.
The other countries' point of view is different.
Right. All right. So let's move on to the recent shooting in Minnesota by ICE, which has started a battle between the local government and, of course, the federal resources. So I want to know your comments on that.
Well, we don't know the real story. I mean, I don't know the real story. So without knowing the real story, it's very difficult to say who was right and who was wrong, or who did what. So best thing to do is to have very fair investigation on that incidents. And once they investigate, then they will know right away that really that lady was trying to run the car on that officer, or other story. I mean, something else. What other people
it has to come out more.
Yeah, it has to come out. So the only way to find out is investigation. Until then, I think we should all kind of reserve our judgment on that.
All right. And, New Jersey lawmakers, they have passed like 3 bills designed to protect the immigrants from ICE raids. So do you think that is going to work, or it's going to stop ICE from coming?
I don't know about those 3 laws they passed, but what I know, federal government is under control for ICE ICE actions. And I don't think this morning Trump has said that his federal government is not going to fund any sanctuary city. It means they won't give fund to the New York City or Michigan or Chicago or Los Angeles for this holding these illegal immigrants. So if they don't give fund, then state doesn't have fund for that kind of thing.
All right.
So I think federal government has upper hand for whatever they want to do.
All right. So today let's start our rapid fire round, and I have a question here, which is from Ashok from Connecticut. He wants to know, will Trump use military option on Iran soon?
I don't think so.
All right. Second question is from Anita from New Jersey, wants to know, will any action of U.S. on Greenland break NATO?
No.
Okay. And third question is from Vinod from Connecticut, wants to know, does U.S. exiting 60-plus global associations signal that we want to stand on our own?
Not so, but what it says that USA wants to kind of say in all this organization. And USA thinks that in spite of giving them money and everything, support, they are not doing right thing. That's USA government's point of view.
All right.
So that's why they are pulled out, and they can always go back,
All right. And Sejal from Chicago is saying, Mobile CEO says Venezuela oil exploration is not cost effective. Are we overplaying the value of Venezuela oil?
I don't think so. Venezuela has the largest oil reserve, and that oil is very good for refining and using for a common purpose. A lot of purpose is, a lot of use is there. Only thing is that all these oil companies are a little hesitant right now because they want security of the government, safety of the employee, because we were there and we were kind of pushed out or kicked out from there. So it's not new thing that Venezuela, we were not there. Chevron was there, Exxon was there, and they all were pushed out. I mean, pushed out. So it's all up to our government, and only way they will go back, I think, if they change the government there, or they make sure government, works as a puppet government to USA. Then there is no problem, and I think they will do, because why they should let it go, this big oil reserve?
Right.
There's no sense in doing that.
All right. I have one more rapid fire question from Farouk from New York City. Wants to know, with recent conflicts between Mamdani and Trump, will we see Trump going after Mamdani soon?
No, I don't think so, because both has a kind of separate jurisdiction to govern. And if he goes after Mamdani, if President Trump goes after Mamdani, Mayor Mamdani, then probably he may not look good in the common public. And those public also is voting members of election, right?
Right, right.
So nobody will, because what Mamdani is saying is probably more popular to the lower middle class and poor people and middle class, right? Of course, it's not popular with the upper class, but the upper class is small.
Right.
Usually, politician doesn't count much for the election. Number of voter comes from the lower class.
Right.
So that's how election works.
All right. And my last question is from me to you, and I just want to know about, the flu is going on and everything else. Has it calmed down, or is it still going on?
No, still is going on. And as soon as you start having symptoms of the flu, make sure that you do the rapid test for the COVID and strep. And if both are negative, then it's a flu. And it's a flu, then right away on the day, within 48 hours, you must start antiviral Tamiflu. And if you do that, your flu will be very mild, and you recover faster.
All right. And any messages you have for our
audience?
I
think just now the new year started. We have to do so many new things, and we should put our energy after that. And we hope that in the whole world, peace prevails, and everybody talks with each other with the respect and diplomatic way, and that's the only way to solve the problem. Because when I was in the Nobel Peace Prize Center last July to get that Hindu King award, there was a big sign there. It was said that the most powerful weapon in any military or any country is to sit down on the table and talk.
Right. That is true. It is. It is
and
the most powerful.
And that tells the story,
Absolutely. So before I will say, goodbye to all of you, I want to remind you, you can always follow Dr. Parekh on Facebook. That is, Dr. Sudhir Parekh. And you can also follow him on Twitter. The handle is SUDPARIKH. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone. Till next week. Thank you.
New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani held his first press conference from Gracie Mansion on Monday, marking the official start of his tenure in the mayoral residence. Addressing reporters, Mamdani outlined priorities ranging from strengthening ties with Governor Kathy Hochul to expanding mental health response services, combating anti-Semitism, and upholding New York's sanctuary city laws, while sharply criticizing federal ICE raids as cruel and inhumane. Take a look.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, Rama and I feel lucky to participate in a ritual that so many New Yorkers have experienced at various meaningful moments in their lives, beginning a new chapter by moving to a different part of the city that we call home. We are so grateful to all of those who have already welcomed us to the Upper East Side, and I'm delighted to be back in the borough where I grew up, within walking distance of many of the museums that I went to as a teenager in this city. Most of all, however, we are humbled to be the latest tenants of the People's House, Gracie Mansion. This is a remarkable home with a remarkable history of belonging to the people of this incredible city. Gracie has lived many lives. This property has hosted ice cream and concession stands, public restrooms for visitors to the East River Park, a museum for the public run by the Parks Department, English language classes for immigrants, community sewing and carpentry workshops, and storage for the Parks Department. And that legacy is not one that should be relegated to the past. I want Gracie to continue to belong to the people, to be accessible to the people, and to be shaped by the people. And while there is no security deposit being put down today, Rama and I intend to strive each day to be the best possible custodians of this beautiful home, because we know that we are only its temporary occupants. That doesn't just mean a new coat of paint. It also means being intentional about how this historic property represents the civic fabric of this city, being thoughtful about how we steward this space and opening it up to New Yorkers who are not often the ones who get to visit such a place as this. Above all, while I may be changing where I rest my head at the end of every evening, I will not be changing anything about how I interact with the incredible New Yorkers who call this city home. I will remain in the streets surrounded by the people I have the great privilege of serving. I will continue to take the subway, ride the bus, get on a city bike, and I will never close my ears to the concerns and the opinions of New Yorkers. So for the first time, but certainly not for the last, on behalf of the First Lady and I, welcome to Gracie Mansion. Thank you.
Sir, on-topic questions, please, about Gracie and the move. Yeah, Robert, right here. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello.
I'm Monica. I'm representing Rampart Radio, Polish American.
Yes, it's good to see you. You're at the McGinnis Boulevard redesign.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Mr. Mayor, Mayor Adams hosted Polish Heritage Night here. Will you continue this tradition?
I have to be honest with you, we haven't yet made decisions about which nights we're going to continue to host and what events will be here, but I can commit to you that this will be a place that New Yorkers will be able to see themselves, not just on TV.
Thank you. I have one up topic too.
Okay, well, sir.
Okay.
Eliza, go ahead. Just going to ask, I know you grew up like across the park. If you could tell me a little bit about your relationship with this neighborhood as a kid, museums, doctors, friends, therapists, like what's the Upper East Side?
The Upper East Side, to me, a lot of museum visits. Many a time. It's also been where a number of my friends, especially actually after I graduated college, there were a number of friends who lived on the Upper East Side, not too far from here. And also when I trained very slowly for the marathon, I would also run or jog around the Upper East Side.
Hi, Mr. Mayor.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. I wanted to ask you, what do you plan to change inside? Is there anything that Mayor Adams left that you wanted to change in particular? And are you worried at all about the ghosts that the previous mayor?
A lot of people keep talking about the ghost. I haven't yet met the ghost or heard from the ghost. One thing that we will change is we will be installing a few bidets into Gracie Mansion. That's an aspirational hope. We'll see if we can actually get it done.
Yeah, Josie.
Hi, Mayor Adams said earlier today he left you a note. Have you found it yet?
No. Did he say where he left it?
No, I wish
guess.
I could tell you.
I'll go looking for it. I haven't seen the note. In Gracie Mansion?
He said inside, yes.
Cool.
And, and then I know you've talked about getting a cat.
Yeah.
Are you?
I am currently getting my allergy shots so that I can fight off my allergy to cats. And that's the hope.
Yeah, Morgan.
Hi, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, Morgan, how's it going?
Good. Just trying to get details on when exactly are you like moved in now? Like, are you fully moved in?
Today is moving day.
Today is moving
So
day.
tonight will be the first night that I sleep in Gracie Mansion.
And your favorite mayor, LaGuardia, he used to call this Gracie Farm. Have you thought about calling it something else besides Gracie Mansion? It's not the people's house. It's a different house.
I know. No, for now, I'm going to keep calling it Gracie Mansion. But if I have any updates, I'll let you know.
Renowned physician and community leader Dr. Jatin Shah was honored with the South Asian Times Person of the Year 2025 award at a distinguished ceremony hosted by the South Asian Times under the leadership of its chairman and publisher Kamlesh C. Mehta and the Foresight Multimedia Group LLC in Long Island. The prestigious evening was graced by several eminent dignitaries from the South Asian and American communities, including Padma Shri awardee Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Take a look.
We are so happy that we are here in honor of Dr. Jatin Shah, who is a well-known, world-renowned surgeon.
On behalf of the South Asian Times and my family, it is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you to our Person of the Year 2025 Gala. Since its inception 18 years ago, we at the South Asian Times are proud to acknowledge and honor someone whose journey motivates us to aim higher and do better. Tonight, we come together to celebrate the excellence and extraordinary impact of one individual who has made this world safer with his expertise in head and neck surgeries.
Parveen Chopra, founding editor of the South Asian Times, and I have been doing Person of the Year special features for the South Asian Times ever since we started in 2010.
Every year since last 16 years, South Asian Times coincide with the New Year edition, featuring a wonderful individual or organization as a Person of the Year or Person of the Organization. We have been very neutral in selecting our Person of the Year, and by God's grace, we keep finding the hidden diamonds, the Kohinoor in our community, who have really transformed many lives they touched. I will start with Padma Bhushan, Sri Sant Singh Chakravarti. It is a great honor that he is here. Sri Sant Chakravarti is the recipient of highest civil award by Government of India, Padma Bhushan. He is known for improving Indo-US relations among other his contributions. An eminent hotelier, he is the founder of Dream Hotel Group and Hampshire Hotels and Resorts. Chakravarti, please come. And next we have Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Sudhir Parikh, I think he is the only one, the most distinguished among us, who has been recognized with Padma Shri East Island Honor of Medal, Pravasi Bharati Award, and several dozens of prestigious awards. If I start counting, we will spend another half an hour. He is founder of the chain of asthma and allergy clinics and he is the chairman of Parikh Worldwide Media, which is the largest Indian media house in North America. Dr. Parikh, please come. And next we have Padma Shri Dr. Noori. He is a close colleague of Dr. Jatin Shah at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center and Cornell Medical School. He is currently advisor, like a minister, to the government of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana for cancer services. He is the founder of Sai Baba temples in New York and New Jersey. May I request Sansing Chapalji to read the plaque before it is being presented to the
The South Asian Times proudly presents the honor of Person of the Year 2025 to Dr. Jatin Shah.
I would like to congratulate my friend Dr. Jatin Shah. He is our family friend and we're really proud of him. And we always wish him to achieve so many things up and up. So, Jatin, congratulations.
Thank you.
And enjoy everything in the good health.
Thank you.
And we are proud to say that you are my friend.
Hello, I am Jatin Shah. I am a head and neck surgeon at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York. I truly want to thank my colleagues, my friends, and my extended family members from South Asian Times for recognizing me with this unique honor. in accepting this honor, I realize that when you are so recognized by your own people, by your own society, community, or your family, it's a different feeling than many other awards, honors, and recognitions in your career that one receives from professional organizations. You remember, and I want to apologize for those who don't understand Hindi, but you remember the saying, "Ghar ki murgi dal barabar," which implies that even if you are cooking a high-stake dinner, for the home, you are just a piece of toast. I recall my mom, who interpreted my stature in medicine as follows. Once she had backache, and I prescribed her ibuprofen so that pain would go away. So she wakes up next morning and she says, "Jatin, I want you to take me to a good doctor." I said, "What's wrong?" I gave you the medicine yesterday." "Yeah, but that's your medicine. I want a good doctor." So you can understand that recognition by your own people has a special meaning, and I take it to my heart. So today, the Ghar Ki Murgi is being recognized and upgraded to a gulab jamun. And that is a great honor for me. Anyway, jokes apart, I've been very fortunate to have been raised in a family where education was the focus. My dad was a principal of a high school and a disciplinarian. After completing my education and basic training in surgery, I came to the USA and landed at MSKCC in New York and never left. Memorial Sloan Kettering has been my home professionally since 1968. That institution gave me a wonderful opportunity to grow professionally and contribute to research, education, training, and national and international leadership.
Jersey experienced a landmark spiritual celebration as Pardon Clubbing made its grand debut at the Crystal Hall of Royal Albert's Palace in Fords, New Jersey, presented by Jyotsna Sharma under her cultural platform Cultivate Talents Unlimited in association with World Peace and Health Foundation. Watch the highlights.
हम शुरुआत करेंगे गणेश वंदना से. To set the expectations, while we respect our honored esteemed guests and we would want to honor them as well, we are taking time to start the event because people are getting ready.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
सुख करता दुख हरता वार्ता विघ्नाची गुरवी गुरवी प्रेम कृपा जयाची सर्वांगी सुंदर उत्शेंदुराची संगी झळके माळता भरणाची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगलमूर्ती दर्शन माते वन आवना
Lohri was celebrated with deep devotion at Guruji Ka Mandir at Kilmer, Edison, New Jersey on January 13, 2026, following a special satsang with a large gathering of Sangat and a beautifully decorated darbar. A joyful Jago procession with women singing Sundar Mundariya, the spirit of Seva, traditional langar, and a sacred bonfire with offerings made the celebration truly blissful and memorable. Take a look.
शुक्राना बनता है, एक ग्रैटिट्यूड बनता है, and that's how it is celebrated. पतंगे उड़ाई जाती हैं, पतंगों की होड़ होती है, you know, it's lot of fun stuff goes on throughout India. But typically पंजाब में आप देखेंगे कि bonfire चलती है, और उस bonfire में डालते हैं फुल्ले, you know, popcorn, मूंगफलियाँ, peanuts, and गुड़ की रेवड़ियाँ. Now, there's a lot of significance to that also because, you know, crops hai or good hai, mithas hai. So that's basically what this festival brings. Brings harmony. Aapas mein मिठास, एक दूसरे के साथ मिल के रहना, हारमोनियसली रहना। सो मैं सोच रही थी कि जब हम डालते हैं मूंगफलियाँ, फुलियाँ और रेवड़ियाँ आग में और उसको सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, दैट मेक्स मी थिंक जब सोना गोल्ड, when it is gone through fire, what comes out is the purest form of gold. सुंदर शक्लें, पता नहीं क्या एजेंडा है, देखें इनका। जय गुरु जी, लोहड़ी दियां लख लख बधाइयां, सबनू लोहड़ी दी बधाई होवे, सबनू लोहड़ी दी बधाई होवे, हर घर बले लोहड़ी रुत खुशियां दी आई होवे, हर घर बले लोहड़ी रुत खुशियां दी आई होवे। ओ सुंदरी मुंदरी ओए तेरा कौन बेचारा, ओए भूला पट्टी वाला, ओए दुलेरी दीवे आई, ओए शेर शक्कर पाई, ओए सुरीदा लाल पटाका, ओए सुरीदा सालो पाटा, ओए सालू कौन समेटे, ओए चाचा चूरी कुट्टी, ओए बिगाड़ आला लुटी, सानू दे लोड़ी तेरी जीवे जोड़ी, सानू दे
That wraps up on Diaspora Connect. For feedback, suggestions, or community news for our coverage, email us at events@itvgold.com. Follow us on Facebook at ITVGold. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also read News India Times online at www.newsindiatimes.com or get a hot copy by calling 212-675-7515. Thanks for tuning in. This is Nidhi signing off.